So freshman year went by, and honestly, more than anything, I was just glad that it was over with. My interest in the alternative rock movement was gaining speed, but I really eagerly anticipated the release of the sophomore album from Pearl Jam. So I told my mom how important it was to get it the day that it came out. I said to her that it was going to be the album of the century, which is a statement that my brother Robert gave me grief about for years, by the way. But I remember that Tuesday, my mom was driving both of us to get a haircut, and after we were done, we stopped by the local record store, and I picked it up. And on the way home, I'm looking at this album with this goat on the cover, and I ran upstairs and I threw it in the CD player, so anxious. I was scared, but it started out strong with Go, and then it picks up with Animal, and then slowing down a little bit into Daughter, and then picking up into Glorified G, kind of nice little like guitar riff, and then the intensity of Dissident. It was this bottled fury. It just started off so strong. I loved it. And then I remember being completely overwhelmed, blown away by the drums and WMA. And then more concentrated rock and rage from Blood, and the funky, dirty Rats, and the acoustic, beautiful ballad, Elderly Woman, the Righteous Please and Leash, and then washing it all down with a glass of Indifference. The whole thing was just so good. The album was so relevant to my life and to society as a whole. The stress and angst, the struggle and control, the constant plea for individual expression and self-ownership and ownership of your future. And we won't be brought down by the man, whoever the man is. And I couldn't tell you at that point, but screw him. I never would have believed that I would have loved an album more than Pearl Jam 10, and I can tell you this one did. It exceeded my expectations. I started doing my homework that night and playing the CD on repeat, and I kept getting distracted, like going and looking at the lyrics and the artwork, and after a while, I started really focusing on my homework, just turning the album up a little bit and not realizing it was 1 in the morning, and I hear the doorway to the bathroom that connected my room and my brother's room. I hear it open, and he said, "Peter, gotta turn that thing down. It's too loud." Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And then I hear him as he closes the door, and I turn it down. I hear him say as he shuts the door, "Pearl Jam sucks." I'll never forget that. This is 94 Days and Counting.